Guys, it is showtime. Booze and food is the thing. It's the thing. Now, it is turkey season, aka the holidays. I don't normally celebrate the holidays in funny story. You know, people say funny story. I actually never say funny story. Years ago, a guy that we know offered me to come to booze and food. FriendsGiving, I believe is what you guys call it. He calls me, and I don't really know him that well at the time. He says, hey man, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? I said, nothing, minding my business. This is when I didn't have good sense. I still don't have good sense. And he goes, man, we're doing a Friendsgiving. I said, what's that? He says, well, you know, people bring stuff and get together with your friends. I said, well, I don't have any friends. And he told me years later, like a year later when I actually lived with him for a little bit, he said, bro, you don't know how crazy I just felt. Like, he said, I probably looked stupid basically, and I was like, damn, I guess this dude ain't got no friends. And I said, so, and then I was like, I would never do that. I would never go. So and then I just hung up. Be safe. And he's like, dude, this dude is crazy. Which is also true. And fast forward, for almost a year now, we've done something called Booze and Food. And I would say the majority of people are here or come to my home are friends. They're so much so friends that I go to bed and leave my friends up in my own home. So I'm gonna walk you through the best way to cook a turkey, or something that I do that lends that turkey. I mean, it's like, damn, this is some good turkey, Trev. I didn't know turkey could taste like this. Here's the first trick. You have to do a wet brine and then a dry brine. What does that mean? I put the turkey into some salt water, frozen, and leave it out until it completely unthaws, and then leave it in the water for extra 2 hours. As we know, salt used to do what? Preserve our food. Next thing I do is I season the turkey. Let's take a look at this turkey. I pull back the skin and I put this other specialty thing together and I season this turkey up. Now this turkey has been, you see that there? Now let me be honest and tell you, this is where I messed up. And technically it's like making a dry aged turkey. But what I was watching was one of my cooking shows, and one of the chefs, he dry ages beef, and he takes it all the way to 180 days, 200 days, etc. So I said, man, I bet you could do that with chicken and turkey, etc. So here's the trick that I'm telling you guys. Duck fat. So normally what I do is I make my seasoning, then I turn around, I heat this duck fat up. Okay, I heat this duck fat up. And I drop the seasoning in and I stir it while it's heating. I don't cook the duck fat, I just heat it up and it basically turns into a liquid. I let the duck fat come back to room temperature. Then you know what I do? Is I massage the seasoned fat into this turkey. The turkey breast, etc. And I did it with chicken too. You know, with everybody who had it goes like, man, sure, this is so good. Now the other trick is very simple. Chop a little bit of butter, stuff it under the skin, you're still good. But for whatever reason, duck fat for me has been the answer. So if you can get to one of the stores that has duck fat or beef tallow and it looks like this here, season it, which I'll do a video on in the next couple days as well, hence Booze and Food. Season it, you'd be like, oh wow. And again, even now, I guess I could. I'll give you guys perspective. Clearly fat is something that you can warm up with your hands, but when you season that, oh that's my ducks. When you season that thing, aka have seasoned fat on this thing, my God, that food hits different. Or the turkey does. Now turkey, to be clear, it's a very difficult meat to cook, as we all know it's not always juicy, let alone ever juicy, to be clear. So I've never had it where I liked it. Jimmy G, our man Jimmy G, the whiskey rebel, made a turkey one time and it changed my life. Now that's what I enjoy about food. You say, hey man, what makes food special? I'm like, well, you gotta eat, right? Yeah. Now what if the food could change your life? You say, oh wow, what food are you eating that could change your life? Well, for one, my own. You know what I'm gonna do now that I'm seeing this? So this is what I'm seeing. This is about to, there we go, now I can smell it. You know what I'm about to do, y'all? I'm gonna have to heat this up in a small pan. Because I did it backwards. I'm gonna have to heat this up in a small pan. And then literally put the fat in there. I gotta make sure this got to work. This is one of the things where I made some I made some bold statements. Statement cannot be true. If the turkey is dry, now mind you, I know how to do it with just regular butter. And I'm gonna do that too, just to be sure. But objectively, I'm gonna get some of this here. You see this color of this right here? This is going to change colors. There we go, let me see. A little bit more. Boom. See? See that right there? A little bit more. And by the time they even see this video, they'll be like, damn, Trey, how's a turkey taste like that? So as this stuff does like this, it heats up, right? Watching it heat up. Godly. So in fact, you're gonna lose some of it. So normally I just use the whole container. But because I'm gonna do some of this, not all of it, then I could just literally lift the skin up and it look like it's glazing. So one of my tricks again, I figured this out because Jimmy put me on. This is how you make a good turkey. And I did. I made some good turkey breasts. But wow, the turkey breasts themselves are the hardest part of the turkey to cook. Your breasts, if they're dry, everything else is like, oh, okay, that was cool. When I pull this turkey out, and you see people go, I didn't know turkey could drip. Drip too hard, don't stand too close, you might run it out this way. Now look at that. You see that right there? We brought it to not a cook because it's not boiling, but it's warming up like butter. And then right before it solidifies, aka it begins to cool off, I'll put this all inside of this dang on turkey breast. Because I'm not cooking the fat, I'm simply just heating it up. I'm doing it faster than I normally do, people, but this is the trick right here. I'm telling you right now, if you heat up turkey or duck fat and you add this, and mind you, I dropped my whole seasoning thinking of, I make this whole season brine thing, drop the seed in there, and then boom. So, I'll show you in the next clip. That's it. I do not want it to boil. See, it's warm. I don't want to cook it, but look at that. That's fat right there, people. When you talking about glistening, that's what the turkey's going to look like once I pull it out. So, put that in there. And if I had one of those things to like baste it, I would do that too. I don't have like a baster thing. But I believe turkey's perfect temperature is 165. I'm going to smoke it for, I think, 45 minutes. Because it's just a breast, it does not cook like a regular whole turkey. But because it's just a breast, I'm gonna cook it for said time. Yeah, see, that's cooling off. Look, literally, right? It starts getting like slightly white again. You go, that's the time. Drop it like glue on there. And it's crazy because it does look like glue. Massage all that in. So when it cooks, the fat and everything's cooking. I mean, it's cooking into that thing. Now, it's already been properly seasoned, as you can tell. I think it's gonna be good, guys. I could be wrong. Stay tuned, people. Keep it whiskey. And drink up today. It's Monday, man. Why not?